Buenos Aires, amigos, amigas, from a suburb of Detroit here in the basement of my home. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can have a smooth landing if you're going to the town of Chapala. Now, there's going to be a lot of videos you're going to see from the Lake Chapala area. Most of them are geared toward Ajijic. But in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can have a smooth landing in the town of Chapala. So, once you get off your plane, you get your luggage, you get settled, get a taxi. You can actually take an airport taxi. They're called Aeropuerto taxis right from the Guadalajara airport. Now, if you want to get to your destination, say there's a Spanish language barrier, just write down information on a piece of paper or say the town that you want to go to. So if it's Chapala, say Chapala. If it's another town, say whatever town you want to go to. I think that if you have an Airbnb set up, maybe even if you have a hotel set up, write down the name of the hotel and the address on a piece of paper so they can find it, make it easier. If you have an Airbnb, you get the address and the street name, write it down, you can hand it to them. Or you can use your translator app and they can understand that and they'll communicate with you back and forth that way. So once you get to the place you're going to, whether it's an Airbnb, say you have an Airbnb, say you have a hotel, you're going to want to get out, maybe grab something to eat. There's a lot of good restaurants you could go to. I'm going to tell you, all along the Malecon, there are good restaurants, really good seafood restaurants. They're called Marisco restaurants. They do sell other types of food. The other side of the Malecon, you go down Ramon Corona, and that street, that calle, runs parallel to the other part of the Malecon in Chapala. There's lots of restaurants. There's coffee shops you could go to, and you can have a good bite to eat. You'll meet people. You meet expats. You meet Mexican residents. Then if you even go further down Ramon Corona toward the end of the Malecon, more seafood and Marisco restaurants. Now, on the Malecon there, you're going to see on both sides, there's going to be hotels. One side, there's going to be a lot of hotels there. The other side, it'll turn into Ramon Corona. That street there, there'll be a lot of hotels there. But you want to eat, relax, and maybe grab a bite to eat. Now, it's going to be a good chance that you're going to meet people from the United States, Canada, or different parts of the world. There's all kinds of people that are expats that are going there as tourists, or they'll stay there. People are going as snowbirds, and also expats living there all year round. You'll meet Mexican residents too. Now, another place you might want to go right away, and I would say go immediately, is over to the American Legion. It's a great place to go. You don't have to be a member to go to the American Legion. You can go there as long as you want, as many times as you want. That's a great place to find out and experience a soft landing too, because you're going to meet a lot of expats. Once again, you'll meet some Mexican residents, and people are there. They'll help you. They'll give you whatever information they have. They'll share with you. It's just a great place. You can usually have a full menu, and then you can have a Coke. If you want to drink a Coca-Cola, you want to drink a beer, you want to drink a mixed drink, or you want to drink, say, a lemonade. They have all those drinks, and they have a full food menu. So you can sit and relax there, meet other people. People might give you information on different things you might need to know. Also, there are people down there. Now, they don't provide a service to find you rentals, but there are people that'll help you out. They'll just give you information, no charge. There's also a bulletin board at the men's bathroom right there. You'll find listings for rentals and some other things too you might need. So another way, so if you get down here, relax. Walkability is great in Chapala. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But you can walk around, look for signs that say for rent or sedenta. That means for rent. And walk around. Also by talking with other expats and Mexican residents too. You'll get information, you'll get leads on apartments. So there's getting apartments. Oh, and also, I'm not going to forget, call realtors if you want to call a realtor and find out. Now, I want to mention it. The good thing about being in Chapala is you're only 5 miles from Ajijic. There's buses there. You can take buses back and forth to Ajijic and even the towns in between. You're just right around the corner there. You're right down the Carretera, which is called Hidalgo at that point. You're right by Riberas del Pilar. A lot of things there. Expats there, and, a lot of things going on there. Also San Antonio, Tlayacapan, and of course Ajijic. Those are all expat havens, so including Chapala. So you're going to find it. There's a lot of things that you can do. Now, if you're in Chapala, say you're on the main street, I'm telling you, you will find restaurants. Once again, expats, people to talk to, places for music. The El Patio restaurant, excellent place. I've done tons of videos from the El Patio restaurant over the last few years. Also, there's a cultural center you can visit. So you can fill in your time, you can really fill in your time. And then once again, you can get a rent-a-car, you can take the buses, the local buses, Chapala buses, take you all over the lakeside area and all the way up to Cotepec. And so you'll be able to get around and not only have your soft landing, but say you want to visit other towns and experience other towns. So it's a good place to go. A lot of people love going to Chapala, and people have their soft landing there. They go there, they get a rental, they stay there, and there's people, once again, who are snowbirds. There are people that go there just for a short time to visit. There's people that live there all year around. So you will meet a lot of interesting people there, and especially at the American Legion. That's a great place to go. Entertainment there, and you can also get your Amazon packages delivered there and go and pick them up. I believe they come every day. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, but you can get Amazon packages delivered there too. So just be in Chapala, the Melican. I'll give you more information. The sidewalks are much wider than in many towns. Wider sidewalks, smoother streets. Going down to the Melican would be easy for you. You won't have to step over crooked pavement or a bunch of cobblestones. It's smooth to get there. And the Melican is, and I'll tell you, I have been since 2019 when I first came to the Lake Chapala, first went to the Lake Chapala area. I have now been to every Melican on the north side of Lake Chapala, and even some on the south side. But I've been to all the Melicans on the north side of Lake Chapala, including Hamai. That's a long ways. And the Chapala Melican is the easiest to navigate, get to. The one in Hamai is pretty easy too, but Chapala, compared to some of the other Melicans, it's a lot easier to walk on and a lot easier to get to. But I always say, go visit all the Melicans, but you can have a nice, smooth walk to the Melicans, very easy access, and it's a good place for a soft landing to go to the town. And the people are great. The Mexican residents are great there too. So, also want to say really quick, some people think, I wonder how much Spanish they have to know. I've heard this asked on in the comments section, and I had people ask me, in the expat enclaves, you really don't have to know any Spanish. The best thing, for starters, what one could do is learn like buenos dias, which is good morning, buenas tardes, good afternoon, buenas noches, good night, and gracias, thank you, and por favor, please. Now, I'm not going to consider that necessarily speaking the language, but that is a way to speak some of it, and those are greetings. But if you want to learn Spanish or learn more than that, you can always take lessons. Once again, I know tons of expats who don't speak any English other than the few sayings that I said. So they don't really know much, but they get around pretty good. But I do know some people who are fluent as well. But I'm not fluent, but I had taken some lessons in San Miguel de Allende, and I've been improving on it since. But for those who haven't taken lessons before, there are lessons available at the American Legion. They have beginner Spanish, and then they have like a next level Spanish for those who want to take Spanish. Learning Spanish will open up some doors for you. So either way, you'll be able to manage. You really will be able to manage. You're going to have a lot of people helping you, even if you don't learn a lot of Spanish. But you can learn Spanish if you want, but whatever you decide to do, whatever is easier for you, whatever pace you want to learn, if you want to learn, whatever pace you want to learn, go at your own pace and enjoy yourself, because you will have a great time and feel really comfortable in Chapala. It's a great place. And once again, I know people that don't know much Spanish at all, and they don't really know Spanish. They just know the greetings like buenos dias, buenas tardes, buenas noches, gracias, and por favor. And they get along well. So they get along pretty well too. So feel comfortable, have a soft landing. Once again, you can always visit neighboring towns, some really good towns like Ramirez del Pilar. A lot of expats live there also. San Antonio, Tlayacapan, another expat haven. People live there. A lot of expats live there. And then Ajijic, where a lot of expats live. And that's an expat haven too. And you'll be close, because from Chapala to Ajijic, it's only 5 miles. And once again, if you don't have a car or something, take the buses. Really quick, really convenient, and really easy. I'll talk about biking in the next video, because unless you I don't know many people that right away in their first week or two get a bike when they arrive in the lakeside. Some do, but those are people who are really they know they're going to stay there for a long time. Then they get a bike. But I'm going to talk about e-biking and doing some other things in Chapala that I have experience doing a lot of it. And you can get that experience too very easily. And I have done videos on things to do in Ajijic and things like that. So you shouldn't get bored. There's a lot of things that don't cost money. So I'll put up a video like that next. I want to say thanks for viewing, and tap on that notification bell. You'll be notified of upcoming videos, and hasta luego.